Welcome to another edition of the Backyard Professor videos. I'm out here early. It's late April, but I'm early in the morning out here on Blacktail Reservoir doing some videoing on the Book of Mormon. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's a whole group of, there you go, water birds and loons and all that. It's really a beautiful morning this morning. Got some more internal consistency information to share with you on the Book of Mormon. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of my backyard. This is why I love being the backyard professor. It gets me out in the beauty of nature. We live in a magnificent world, I'm here to tell you. Okay, continuing on with Donald W. Perry's minute examination of the Book of Mormon. I'm on page 211 in Susan Easton Black's book, Expressions of Faith. Page 211. The Book of Mormon contains 337 personal proper names and 21 gentilics, or analogous forms, based on proper names. Of the 337 proper names in the Book of Mormon, 188 of them are completely unique to the Book of Mormon. For example, the names Abinadi, Amalekiah, Amulek, Morianton, Mormon, Moroni-Ha, Kishkumen, Helaman, Hagith, Gadianton, Omni, and Riplakish. 149 of the 337 proper names are common to both the Bible and the Book of Mormon. For example, Samuel, Isaiah, Gideon, Benjamin, Aaron, Noah, Shem, Timothy, and Jacob. Typical of the ancient Semitic languages from which the Nephite record is derived, the Book of Mormon does not use surnames or attach modern titles to its names, such as Mr. or Mrs., Doctor, Professor, Reverend, Count, or Earl. The names as transcribed into the English language in the Book of Mormon do not use the letters Q, X, or W, nor do the names begin with either the characters W or F. These facts shared with these names of the Old Testament. The same situation is in the Old Testament. Isn't that interesting? Much can be learned from a study of the names, as Paul Hoskisson, he's an Assyriologist scholar out of BYU, has shown. They may provide an indication of the types of languages which the Nephites may have had access to and used, and the Jaredites and the Lamanites. This presents a picture of the Book of Mormon civilizations and cultures, and this provides us external clues about when the Book of Mormon record developed in the ancient world. It's a fascinating situation about names and proper names and personal names, isn't it, in the Book of Mormon? George Reynolds and Hugh Nibley have conducted large studies on the history of the Book of Mormon names, and they have shown that some have the Hebrew and some have the Egyptian roots and relationships. B.H. Roberts pointed out that there is quite a marked distinction between the Jaredite names in the Book of Ether, which is supposed to be the oldest part of the Book of Mormon, and the Nephite names later on, as the Nephites got here to the New World. With few exceptions, Jaredite names end in consonants, while very many of the Nephite names end in a vowel. And so I'm going to stop this one at this point short, because the next one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm trying to get through, there's 3 or 4 different areas. This will be part 2 in this series on this internal consistency of the Book of Mormon, because I want to give you the idea that with this magnificent detail, with this incredible complexity, stretching through 500 pages of history, spread through many, many, many centuries in the record, there are no contradictions. Now, we know how the Book of Mormon came forth. Joseph Smith did not have peace and rest in a nice, quiet library. He had to move while he was in the process of translating. He was constantly harassed. He was running from his enemies. And in the meantime, he was still trying to get the record translated by speaking out and someone else writing it out longhand. No paragraphs, no page numbers, no chapter headings, just one great big long powerful manuscript. And he did this in roughly equivalent to a college semester's of time. Absolutely remarkable. So, I believe, once again, that the internal aspects of the Book of Mormon, when we examine them minutely and we get the nitty-gritty of it, I believe that this shows the argument that the Book of Mormon has nothing in its favor. I think that argument is false.